Okay, this is a kind of a new account. It's with a place called Safe Boats. They make these aluminum for like military, Coast Guard, stuff like that. This is the second load that we've done with them, and we're scheduling the third load to be picked up here in a few days. So I'm just going to run. Now this one is a 33-foot boat on a 40-foot trailer. I was able to put the trailer on steel. Okay, I had a little room. I could have pushed it back some more, but I didn't, and you'll see when I get to the end I had a little bit of overhang. So now what you will need are some of these clevises like this. You can pick them up at Harbor Freight, Lowe's, Home Depot. Get you a couple of small ones. Okay, they don't provide those, but you can see this little small one, I was still able to get 2 straps in that clevis, and then they use their strap to come up to strap the boat to the trailer. So there was plenty of room for that. Okay, and that gray strap is theirs. These are my 2 straps coming down. I double barred for support in the back. Okay, short upright. The tires are just touching the trailer, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want any weight on the tires to stop it from bouncing up and down. Okay, so let me step back first. This big thing here is an engine guard, so that they can put different size motors and engines on the back of this thing. This is going to the test facility in Tennessee. I'm sorry, Alabama. It's a Yamaha test facility. Okay, so it's a pretty good sized boat. Next, right here in the center, I have another double bar just for supporting the trailer, because it's going to want to flex. Okay, then I've got 2 straps coming down here. Again, I had a slightly larger clevis that went through that allowed me to put 4 straps, 2 on this side and 2 on the other, and then of course their gray strap, which is going down to the trailer here. That's theirs. Okay, and once again 2 more bars here. So now I'm sure these will fit kind of standard. So you know, if you're going to set up, I'm in the 5th pocket from the front. Okay, with the first double, and then if you want to count either back from the light, okay, 1 2 3 4, or in front of the tires 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and that's where I have my center support. The back support back here is in the first pocket, and it's double barred back here. Okay, now as you can see, there's a long neck. Now that neck might push in, I don't know, I didn't ask him. And you can see I'm hanging off about 1 foot. I wasn't worried about it because I just permitted it that way. Okay, so coming down this side, it's going to be basically a copy of the other side. Now we do ship some of these that aren't on trailers. Okay, so you would just have your, wherever your front's going to go, depending on which way they load the boat, frontwards or backwards, you'll double bar it using the bunks. Okay, your bow bunks. I don't know what holes to go in or anything like that. You'll have to figure that out, because I don't I've got a trailer. I don't have a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and that's pretty much it. Same thing over here. I took my small clevis, went up in here, my 2 straps, and then their gray strap, which comes up into the same hole. That might be, I guess that is about 1 inch in diameter hole. I'll tell you, hold on, and I'm going to measure. Okay, so Mike and I were talking. Yeah, it's right at about 1.5 inches diameter. So you can buy a pretty good sized clevis. You know, of course, you've got to make sure that the back side's going to fit in here. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do one more quick walk around of the whole load just so you can see it from back here. So again, this is a 38 foot or 33 foot boat on a 38 foot trailer. And again, I could have pushed this boat back some, you know, and probably not had any overhang at all, if you see what I'm talking about. This here could have come back, you know, into that little part right there, or at least closer than it is, and would have eliminated that overhang in the back. But like I said, I permitted it that way. And trying to keep the sun from blasting in the camera here. Let me get on the other side. I ended up being, okay, so here was the thing. I could have got the boat lower, okay, but I have this big sign back here, and I wanted to set it up. I couldn't set it up anywhere up here because this part's way lower. So we loaded everything back there, got it set down, and then I had them come up here with a forklift with a ball, lifted up the tongue, and then we came down till it touched my sign right there. I didn't want it to crush my sign, I just wanted it to touch. And then I came over here and brought these bars up to where it supported that and touched my sign, but I could still have my sign up. Okay? Not a big deal. Again, this is Safe Boats out of Bremerton, Washington, just over west of Seattle, off of Highway 16 and 3. And like I said, maybe a new account for us. We might start doing more and more of these boats. There's also a sister company called Lifeproof that makes a very similar boat to this, and we did one of those loads. So anyway, this is hopefully to prepare you in case you go in there, and if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. And that's all I got to say about that.